and it's the next developing area in CDO, with many developers already poised to develop in this area. The subdivisions that are already finished are Tiquid Hills and Mangoville Homes. So Mangoville is a socialized housing project which got sold out in 2 days. So it's a socialized housing project because it has a view and it has a parking space. So both are owned and developed by A. Brown. And further ahead, CUMC will be developing Velmiro Heights condominium, which is a 3-story 4-building condominium complex for employees of CUMC, which stands for Capital University Medical Center. So the area is just actually near to CUMC. Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to my channel, a channel about real estate, personal finance, and business. Today I'll be sharing with you an exciting new project by Cebu Landmasters here in Cagayan de Oro. Velmiro Heights. This is actually their second Velmiro Heights project located in CDO. The first one is located uptown and it got sold out pretty fast. Now this new project is also selling out quite fast. It was launched in December 2020 and now it's already 50% sold, and in just 3 months. My clients who invested in a unit last December are quite happy with their investment because it has already appreciated by 300,000 pesos. And that was only 3 months ago. This means that the units already had a price increase of 300,000 pesos since launching. So that's the advantage of being one of the first to reserve in a pre-selling project. For today's video, I will give you basically all the details that you need to know about this project: the location, unit specs, and pricing. Plus, I'll also be giving the pros and cons and the lowdown. Should you invest in this project? Is this the right project for you? So that by the end of this video, you will know if this project is the right fit for you. So as I mentioned, CLI's newest project is called Velmiro Heights and it's located in Barangay Agusan, Cagayan de Oro, fronting Tiquid Hills. Now this can be a little bit confusing to some of my clients since they think that Agusan is another city altogether, but it's actually just a barangay here in Cagayan de Oro. So don't be confused. Agusan is just here in Cagayan de Oro. This land used to be owned by A. Brown and they sold it to Cebu Landmasters. So what I really love about this area is the view. It has a breathtaking view of the Macahalar Bay. I'll be showing you drone shots later on. So the area is elevated, it's flood-free, and it's the next developing area in CDO, with many developers already poised to develop in this area. The subdivisions that are already finished are Tiquid Hills and Mangoville Homes. So Mangoville is a socialized housing project which got sold out in 2 days. So it's a socialized housing project because it has a view and it has a parking space. So both are owned and developed by A. Brown. And further ahead, CUMC will be developing Velmiro Heights condominium, which is a 3-story 4-building condominium complex for employees of CUMC, which stands for Capital University Medical Center. So the area is just actually near to CUMC. Also, UKC, a big contractor here in CDO, is also in the process of developing a subdivision for their employees, Ayana subdivision. So they're also offering economic housing units to the market. And then just ahead, Ayana subdivision, there's another subdivision called San Antonio Homes, and that's already almost sold out. Aside from all these new projects, USTP, which is CDO State University, is also branching out to Balubal. So you can see that this area is starting to become really developed. As we know, the uptown area is really an ideal place to live in, but the prices are already quite high. Whereas the Agusan Balubal area, on the other hand, is a good alternative for first-time home buyers, for those who want to make their first real estate investment but don't want too much exposure, or it's also good for investors looking to diversify their portfolio. Like if you're an investor who already has several condo units, several lots in Cagayan de Oro, and you just want to invest in another area, another upcoming area in Cagayan de Oro, then this would be a good fit for you. Now, Velmiro Heights offers house and lot units ranging from 2.6 to 4.3 with extended equity payments up to 45 months. So that's very extended, which means that the equity becomes super affordable. So now let's check out the available model units. Okay, so let's check the location on the map. So as you can see, as I mentioned, it's located in Barangay Agusan, Cagayan de Oro City. It's nestled on a hilltop and offers a 180-degree scenic view of the Makahalar Bay and the cascading hills of Bukidnon. So you have like the best of both worlds. You have a view of the sea and a view of the mountains. But even though you're like in the midst of nature, it's only 2.3 kilometers from the national highway. So it's near the highway. It's about from Limcat Kay Mall, I would say it's about a 40-minute drive with mild traffic. It's also 2.9 kilometers from Hillside Baptist Church. It's 3.2 kilometers or about 6 minutes drive from Holy Rosary Parish, 7 minutes from Agusan Barangay Hall and from Agusan Bridge. It's 7 minutes from Pepsi Cola plant, so it's ideal for those working in Pepsi. It's only 10 minutes from Gaisano Puerto, so if you want to do some shopping, then Gaisano Puerto is actually nearer than Limcat Kay Mall. And it's only 10 minutes from FINMA CDO College and 11 minutes from Nestle. So it's if you're from Cagayan de Oro going to the Velmiro site, you will pass by Nestle, which will be on the right. So it's only 11 minutes. So this would be a very ideal location for those working at Nestle because you will just be a couple of minutes away from your workplace. 12 minutes from Sacred Heart Academy and 13 minutes from Del Monte Plant. So one big advantage of this area is really the location. Well, it depends on how you look at it because some people would say that, oh, it's a bit far, but it really depends on where you work. So if you work at these plants, at these companies like Del Monte, Nestle, Gaisano Puerto, Pepsi, so if you work in these companies, then this would be a very ideal location for you. And now let's look at the master plan. So this is a 12.2 hectare property that is envisioned to create a modern residential community in Cagayan de Oro. So as you can see on the map, it's actually color-coded depending on the unit. So there will be 518 house and lot units with lot areas ranging from 60 to 140 square meters. So if you check out the map, you will see that it has different colors. So some blocks are in pink, some are in orange, some are in brown. So if you're interested in this project, I can send you the updated inventory telling you which blocks, which lots are still available. So if there's a red dot, that means that's already sold. So the blocks and the lots, the units without the dot are still available. Okay, so again, there's a legend at the bottom of the map. So as you can see, the purple means Dara. So there are two unit types when it comes to each model unit. So there's uphill and downhill. So uphill just basically means it's about 2 steps higher than the downhill units. So Dara uphill is darker purple, Dara downhill is more of lilac in shade, and then there's also Asha, it's a bright orange, whereas Asha downhill is like the lighter orange. Jayla is deeper pink, whereas Jayla uphill, the color of their boxes, the color of Jayla in the map is darker pink, whereas Jayla downhill is more of light pastel pink. So just check the legend at the bottom of the map, and then you will know which units are which in the map. Okay, so now let's go to the different unit types available. So they have basically 5 types of units available. So we have Dara, Asha, Jayla, Sita Mid, and Sita End, and then Zuri. So I'll explain what these means later on. Okay, so the first unit that I will be discussing is Sita End. So when I say end, it just means that it's an end unit because Sita is a row house. So they have inner units and they have end units. So for their Sita end units, the advantage of getting an end unit is you will be getting like the corner unit. So only one side of your wall will be linked or will be connected to another unit. So it will have more privacy because when it comes to the Sita inner units, then you will have neighbors on both the right and the left side. So with Sita end unit, it has 2 bedrooms, a balconette. So a balconette is basically like a small balcony. It has a powder room, 1 powder room and 1 toilet and bath, and it also comes with a carport. So for the record, all the units come with a carport. So on the second floor, all the bedrooms for Sita are located on the second floor. So there are no bedrooms on the first floor. So this is more ideal for like young couples who have the energy to go up and down the stairs. But if you're a retiree, then it would be better to go for their bungalow unit because they also have a bungalow unit. So it has a typical floor area of 51 square meters and a lot area of 80 square meters. And then let's go to their Sita mid unit. So again, it has a similar layout, same specs, 2 bedrooms, a balconette, 1 powder room, 1 toilet and bath, and a carport. And its floor area is 50 square meters. So it is 1 square meter less than the end unit. So the Sita end is 51, Sita mid is 50 square meters. So there's just 1 square meter difference. But a notable difference for the end versus the inner is the lot area, because the end unit has a lot area of 80 square meters while inner units have a lot area of 60 square meters. And then next is we have the Dara. For the Dara unit, it's a bungalow unit and it has 3 bedrooms, 1 toilet and bath, and a carport. So this is more ideal for retirees or for those who don't really like going up and down the stairs. So because it's just a bungalow, I myself prefer bungalow units. And it has a typical floor area of 56 square meters and a lot area of 120 square meters. So since it only occupies 56 square meters, then that means you can still expand and extend your unit later on. And then after the Dara unit, we then have the Zuri unit. So it has 2 bedrooms, a balconette, a powder room, 1 toilet and bath, and a carport. So similar number of bedrooms to the Sita units. And it also has very similar size, but it has a bigger lot area. So that's the main difference between a Sita and a Zuri. Zuri has the bigger lot area. Floor area, kind of similar. So floor area of Zuri is 51. It has a lot area of 100 square meters. And then the fourth type is Jayla. So Jayla has 3 bedrooms, a balconette, 2 bedrooms, and a carport. So because this is 3 bedrooms and 2 toilet and baths, Jayla is more ideal for, a family with 2 or 3 kids, because it has 3 bedrooms. The other units only have 2 bedrooms. So Jayla has 3 bedrooms, floor area is 60, and lot area is 100 square meters. And then lastly, the biggest unit that we have here in Velmiro is Asha. So Asha has 4 bedrooms, a balcony, and so finally it's a balcony because the other units had a balconette. So Asha is the only unit with a balcony, and it has 4 bedrooms, 2 toilet and baths, and a carport. It has a floor area of 82 square meters and a lot area of 100 square meters. Now for the house features, this comes already fully finished. Not furnished, okay? Finished. Fully finished means it's already painted and there are already partitions. So everything is ready and you just need to move in. And of course, it would also be better to just add more interior, because usually fully finished doesn't really come with cabinets. So you will need to add cabinets for the kitchen and the bedroom, or you can bring in ready-made cabinets if that's what you prefer. So whatever works for you. But this is already fully finished. The walls are already painted. It has partitions, tiled toilet and bath with shower, faucet, lavatory. So CR already ready to use. Kitchen countertop, kitchen base cabinet, casement windows, balconette or balcony. There's also a service area at the back where you can do your laundry. It has clear glass windows and long span pre-painted roof, a carport, and individual utility meters. So even if there are houses beside each other, don't worry, because there will be standard setbacks for each unit. And for the typical house finishes or deliverable unit, so I will be flashing it on screen. So just a quick run through. For the living, dining, kitchen, and bedrooms, it's 60 by 60 ceramic floor tiles. For the toilet and bath, 30 by 30 ceramic floor tiles. For the doors, solid panel, bedrooms, flush door. For the windows, clear glass windows on aluminum frames, bathroom fixtures, American Standard or equivalent brand, kitchen cabinets, base kitchen cabinet with granite countertops, interior wall finish, already painted finish. For the exterior finishes, wall accents, pre-painted concrete walls. Basically, it's already painted. That's what it means. Okay, for the community amenities, we will be having the standard amenities that most newer subdivisions have here in Cagayan de Oro. So, of course, there will be a gate and a guardhouse that will ensure the safety and security of your family. There will be landscaping, a multi-level clubhouse with viewing deck and activity area. So perfect for those who have families because your kids can play there. Park areas, natural green reserve, and it comes with a swimming pool and kiddie pool, so your kids will love this. My 1-year-old daughter really loves to swim like almost every day, so she will love it here. Basketball court, prayer room, fitness gym for fitness buffs, and kids playground. So you won't have to, go out of your subdivision for your kids to play because there's already a kids playground included in the amenities. They will also have function rooms, a meeting room, perimeter fencing, materials recovery facility, and a water tank, detention pond, a deep well, and services of a property management team. So for those who are not familiar with Cebu Landmasters, they just had their IPO a couple of years back, and they're a big developer who started in Cebu. They have a lot of projects in Cebu, and they've now expanded all over Visayas and Mindanao, and they're planning also to expand in Luzon. So they're a big developer. They're publicly listed in the Philippine Stock Exchange. So what I like about, big developers is you can really ensure the cash flow, and you can be sure that they will finish the projects because it's really tough for small developers. I mean, it's not to say that it's impossible because small developers can also do it, but it's just a bit harder because you really have to manage the cash flow to ensure that the project really gets finished on time. Okay, so now that you're more familiar with all of the units that you can invest in, let us go to the pricing. Here's a table of all the units here in Velmiro Heights, including the specs and the selling price. So I hope, you can take a screenshot so you can remember this better and you can really compare each unit with each other. So for the Sita and unit, again, floor is 51, lot is 80, 2 bedrooms, 1 toilet and bath. So it has a selling price of 2.9. So before, this launch price was only 2.6, but now it price increased already, 300,000 pesos price increase, so now it's 2.9. So if you were able to reserve a unit last December, then you would have gotten this at 2.6. So equity for 45 months is still super affordable even with the price increase because it's super stretched. Equity is only 12% as well, and then 88 can be loaned by the bank or pag-ibig later on. So equity is only 6.8 for 45 months. Your bank monthly amortization will then be about 17,000 per month for 20 years. So if you get a loan at pag-ibig, then it will be lower because pag-ibig gives a maximum loan term of 30 years. And then next is we have the Sita and unit. Floor is 50 square meters, lot is 60. The Sita mid, floor is 50, lot is 60. 2 bedrooms, 1 toilet and bath. It's 2.6, so it's 300 pesos lower than the end unit. Equity is 6,000 for 45 months, and for the bank monthly amortization is 15,000 for 20 years. And then the Dara, which is their bungalow unit, floor is 56, the lot is 120. So actually Dara has the biggest lot area. It has a bigger lot area than Asha. Asha has 100 square meter lot area. Dara is 120. It has 3 bedrooms, 1 toilet and bath. So I think Dara is also a good investment because of the lot area. You can always extend your floor area later on. You can expand your house. So it's 3.6. Equity is 8,600 for 45 months. Bank is 22,000 per month for 20 years. And then Zuri has a floor area of 51 square meters. Lot is 100 square meters. Again, 2 bedrooms, 1 toilet and bath. So Zuri is similar to Sita, except that it has a bigger lot area. It is 3.1. Equity is at 7.3 per month for 45 months. Bank is 19,000 per month for 20 years. For their Jayla unit, it has a floor area of 60 square meters. Lot is 100. It has 3 bedrooms, 1 toilet and bath. It's at 3.8 TCP, total contract price. Equity is at 8.9 for 45 months. Bank monthly amortization is 23 per month at 20 years. And then Asha has a floor area of 80 square meters, lot of 100, 4 bedrooms, 2 toilet and bath. So for families, I think Asha is the most ideal because it has 4 bedrooms and 2 toilet and baths. It's only at 4.2, between 4.2 to 4.3. And equity is only at 9.9. So even if you get the Asha model unit, the equity is, the difference between the equities of all the units is not so big because it's very stretched. So equity is 9.9 for 45 months and bank 26,000 at 20 years. Okay, so that's for the computation. So actually there's a separate computation per unit, but more or less this is like the general computation to give you an idea of how much each unit costs. Of course, the corner units will have a bigger selling price because the lot area is also bigger. And for 45 months, all you need to pay is the equity. So don't worry, the bank monthly amortization and the equity will not go together. You will have to pay for the equity first because the developer is still developing the area anyway, and then they will build the house later on. So more or less turnover will be in about 4 years. So after 4 years, you will have finished paying for your equity, and then that's when the bank will pay the developer or take out on the loan, pay the developer. And then that's only when you start paying for the monthly mortgage at the bank. So it will not go together. You will pay off the equity first, and then you will pay the bank the monthly amortization later on once your house is finished and the loan is taken out. So that's the advantage of getting a pre-selling, investing in a pre-selling project, because you can pay for the equity in installment at a very affordable rate. So now let's go to the pros and cons. So one big pro that I really see with this subdivision is the price. It's very, very affordable, only between 2.6 to 4.3 million. And another is the extended equity payment. So since the project turnover is after 4 years, so you can really pay for the equity for an extended period of time, making it very affordable for most people. So to get a CETA unit, you need to have at least 50,000 per month in income to get approved. And then you will need to get a loan from Pag-ibig. If you get a loan from the bank and you get a CETA unit, you will need about 70,000 per month in income. So that's where we are at when it comes to required income to get a unit. So since the CETA unit is the most affordable, you will need at least 50,000 per month in income. If you don't have 50,000 per month in income, if your income is lacking, then you can get a co-borrower. If you're married, then your spouse can immediately be your co-borrower, or you can get, your parents or your sister, so that they can add to your income and you will be able to get a unit in Velmiro. Another advantage is the view. So I will be showing you aerial views which my team and I took of Velmiro Heights. So okay, here's the view of Velmiro. So we really went there last week to get drone shots of the area so that you can really appreciate what it looks like and you can really see the view. Okay, so check out the view of Velmiro. Okay, so isn't the view amazing? So another plus, another advantage of this project is the location. So it's really ideal for those working in the Gusa, Cugman, Tagoloan area because there are a lot of companies there. You know, we have Nestle, we have BMEG, Coca-Cola, San Miguel, and then there's the Fividec industrial plant. Aside from the existing plants already in Fividec, Panwa Group Co., a Chinese steel company, will be building a 3.5 billion manufacturing plant in Fividec. So when the ball finally gets rolling, there will be a lot of people looking for homes in the nearby area. And Velmiro Heights is pretty much nearby Fividec, so it will be an ideal area to rent or to live in of the employees that will be coming, the Chinese employees that will be coming in. So it will be a big manufacturing plant. It's about 305 hectares, about the size of Gran Europa, uptown, so pretty big. So now let's go to the cons. So one con that like a lot of my clients bring up is the road, because currently the road going to this area is only two-way. But don't worry, the government has already approved expanding it into a four-way lane. So in the future, the road will be much wider than what it is today. And then another thing is that there's no public transpo, another con. Luckily, the government also has already approved for public transpo to start functioning in this area. I don't know yet when it's actually gonna start, but it has already been approved, so we can watch out for that. Okay, so who is this project for? So this project is for three types of buyers. So first is, as I mentioned, it's for those working in the Cugman, Gusa, Tagoloan, etc. area, areas nearby with an income of at least 50,000. And then the second type of buyer is it's for farmers or retirees who want to live closer to Bukidnon, because from Velmiro Heights, there's an access road going to Bukidnon, so there's no need to take like the highway, which is more traffic, so you can like do a shortcut and pass by this access road instead. And then the third type of buyer is it's for investors who want to expand and invest in other areas in CDO, because I believe that it's a good investment because it would be easy to rent out due to the sheer number of companies located along this area. Actually, marketing from CLI already said that there are already a lot of employees from these companies nearby who invested in a unit in Velmiro Heights. Okay, so that's it for now. I think that was a pretty comprehensive review, of the project Velmiro Heights. And if you have any more questions, then just comment down below or contact me. My number and email address are also in the description box down below. We can set up a Zoom meeting. Okay, so I hope I was able to provide value for you today. See you in the next video.